Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the video. We're going to be doing a preview for the Final Four. Three more college basketball games. It's sad. I never want the season to end, but three more games, two semifinals on Saturday, and a championship on Monday. These are going to be three amazing games, and we'll see who will cut down the nets in the year 2020. But here are the teams. Let's explain how each one got here. Gonzaga. They were the people's favorite at the beginning of the season, and they've done nothing but perform. They went 30-0 throughout the regular season, did not lose a single game. Went into the NCAA tournament after a conference championship win over BYU. They rolled over Norfolk State in Oklahoma. Played a really good Creighton team, beat them by about 30. Played a really good USC team, beat them by about 30. No team has come. There's been one team that has come remotely close to beating Gonzaga, and it was West Virginia, who lost by, I think, 8. Every other team Gonzaga has played, they've beaten by double digits. They are one of the most dominant college basketball teams I've ever seen, and they're looking to be the first team since it's going to be they're looking to be the first team since 1975's Indiana to go undefeated. Indiana State, UNLV, Wichita State, and Kentucky have all tried. None have gotten it done. So yeah. And their opponent, UCLA, had a pretty decent regular season. They finished at 19-9. They kind of were pretty underseeded, if you ask me. They had to go into the play-in game. I really think they should have been like an 8 or 9. I kind of like when they first got seeded as a play-in, I was kind of like, ugh. They ended the season with a conference tournament loss to Oregon State, so that didn't really help. All I can say is good luck to UCLA because you're going to need it badly. Yeah, seriously. They took down my Michigan State Spartans in the play-in game, easily took down a very good BYU team. BYU also came really close to beating Gonzaga, but couldn't get it done. Took down Cinderella Abilene Christian, won a thriller against Alabama in overtime, and then beat Michigan by 2 in a defensive slugfest. They've been playing really, really well as of late, and I'm not going to count them out in this game like the whole world has. Everyone's saying that they won't stand a chance at all. The line for this game, Gonzaga is minus 14. That's quite a bit. Yeah, there was an undefeated Kentucky team. They had Karl Anthony Towns, Devin Booker, Jamal Murray, Andrew Harrison, Willie Cauley-Stein. They had like 9 NBA players on that team, and they lost to Frank Kaminsky and Sam Dekker. So now this team of Kispert, Ayayi, Suggs, Timmy, Nemhard, and Johnson are all going to have to go up against Johnny Juzang. This man, Johnny Juzang, is a bad man. He's definitely really good. They're really going to have to lean on him. Their defense is going to have to play the exact same way they did against Michigan. They locked up Michigan. The turnovers. You have to minimize the turnovers. If you turn the ball over and Gonzaga gets you running up and down the court, it's going to be a long game for you. Just ask USC. That's exactly what they did against USC. So here's my prediction, my ultimate prediction for this game. You ready? Gonzaga, big. I'll tell you why. I like UCLA. In like 2001 or in that time frame area, UCLA played Gonzaga in the Sweet 16, and Gonzaga was about to win. They were up by 6 with like 20 seconds left, and they blew it. They turned it over a bunch of times. UCLA won. That picture of like Adam Morrison crying. This is a revenge game for Gonzaga, and Mark Few is not going to call off the dogs. This game could get ugly, and I think it will. I mean, man. Yeah, I think this is going to get ugly. I really think this is going to get ugly. I really hope it's a great game. I want UCLA to win badly. But I think this game's going to get ugly fast, and I think Gonzaga's going to win pretty easily. Did you know that between these four teams, they have 11 combined national championships? All of which coming from UCLA. These next two teams have never won a national championship, but we start with the Baylor Bears, who came in as a 1 seed. They were undefeated for the longest time. They were like 21 or so. They were like 18-0. Took a loss to Kansas, then lost to Cade Cunningham in the Oklahoma State Cowboys in the Big 12 tournament. But they're still a very good team. They've got Jared Butler, Maceo Teague, Davion Mitchell, Flo Thamba, GOAT, love Flo Thamba. They come into the NCAA tournament. They bully Hartford around. They bully Wisconsin around. Almost lost to Villanova. They were down 10.5. Squeaked that one out and then won a pretty close game against Arkansas. So they've had a pretty easy road to the Final Four. Definitely a very good team. They're the 1B to Gonzaga's 1A. I mean, I think they can be just as good as Gonzaga at points. I mean, I've seen them for a while. Throughout the season, Baylor looked better. There was a long period of time where I thought Baylor was the better team, and they kind of came into the NCAA tournament on a whimper, and they lost like right beforehand. There's a cat on the field. What the heck? I'm watching baseball, and there's a cat on the field. That's a big cat. Holy cow. Anyway, but they picked it up. Anyway, the next team is Houston. And statistically, they've had the easiest road to the Final Four in NCAA history. They're the only team to make it to the Final Four via only playing double-digit seeds. They whooped Cleveland State. They barely beat Rutgers. They were down by 2 with 10 seconds. They got an and 1. So they barely beat Rutgers. Beat Syracuse very easily. Their defense only gave up like 40 points. And then they almost blew a 17-point lead to Oregon State. But they did come away with it. Now, these are not bum teams. These are all double-digit seeds. The other single-digit seeds couldn't beat. These are some good teams. Oregon State was good. Rutgers was good, and Syracuse was good. Maybe not Cleveland State, but I do think this will be a good game. Houston plays great defense. Great defense. They're near the top in defensive efficiency. I think them and Loyola are 1 and 2. Baylor's offense, though, might just be a little bit too much. This is going to be the better of the two games, obviously. This will come down to the wire. Baylor's -5. I don't know. Houston's a very good team. Quentin Grimes, stud. Who's that other guy? They've got another guy. I'm drawing a blank on his name. They've got another guy that's really good. But Grimes is their stud, 18 points per game. Let's see. Houston scores 76 a game. Baylor scores 83. Houston allows 55. Baylor allows 60. Baylor's got a better field goal percentage. Houston gets more rebounds. Baylor gets more assists. Houston gets more blocks. Baylor gets more steals. I don't know. Houston's won 11 in a row. They're coming in roaring with momentum. They won the American. I don't know. My gut's telling me to go Houston, honestly. I really think their defense is great, but I'm going to ignore that. I think this is going to be a great, close game. Baylor wins it with their offense at the end. I know it's boring. I picked Gonzaga and Baylor. Wow, he picked the 2 higher seeds, but I don't know. I hope Houston and UCLA win. I really think Houston could win. I mean, I really think Houston could definitely come away with this game. Percent confidence in your winner. Gonzaga, 95%. Baylor, 55. This is close. This is really close. I'm a big believer in Houston, but I'm taking Baylor. So Gonzaga, 95%. Baylor, 55. That'll be a close game. But Gonzaga, Baylor, national champ. I'm not going to do any national championship preview because we don't actually know who's playing, but I definitely think that these could both be very, very good games or blowouts. I'm really hoping they're good games. I don't want to see. probably, I'm guessing one good game, one blowout. I'm not counting out UCLA. They have some studs. Juzang's a really good player. I mean, they beat Michigan, and honestly, no one thought they'd beat Michigan State. No one thought they'd beat BYU. Everyone thought they'd beat Abilene Christian. That's kind of an anomaly. No one thought they'd beat Bama. No one thought they'd beat Michigan. Yet here they are. I mean, I'm not counting them out, but I'm counting them out. I think it's going to be a really tough game for them. I think it'll be a really, I, yeah, it'll be a tough game. But I'm not saying they can't get it done. I mean, stranger things have happened. Oh my God, with the cat on the field, they're showing this one time where this guy had to get the cat at an Angels game, and the cat bit him. Oh my God. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this Final Four preview. I love all of you. And has Gonzaga ever won a natty? They have not. This is actually only their second ever Final Four. They always collapse, but I don't think it's going to be to UCLA. Um, we'll see. If they play Baylor, I think Baylor might beat them. Baylor's really good. Honestly, if they play Baylor, I might pick Baylor. Baylor's really good. Gonzaga, Baylor, and Houston have never won one, and UCLA has 11 titles, and yet they're the 11 seed. This is the only ever Final Four with all four teams west of the Mississippi River. So that's interesting. Yeah, so that's interesting.